Hello everyone and welcome back. Thanks for tuning in here and appreciate it. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. Appreciate you watching again. For anyone that's new, my style of video is basically all unedited, uncut, raw footage. So they're typically very long. If you get bored with this, you can just skip through. I don't know how many episodes this series is going to be, but this is and I've had this for a while. I've been waiting to use it. This is the, excuse me. This is the 1/8 inch air micro die grinder. And so, it says here intermediate use. I only have a 21 gallon as you all can see here. Bring my handy dandy flashlight there. So as you can see, it's only a 21 gallon here. So just trying to illuminate it for a little bit. And so I got my handy dandy flashlight here. Of course, brought to you by guess who? Yep, that's who. So if you know anything about these flashlights, you realize that you know, I'm gonna get 1,000,000 of these, and that's my goal. And because they're free. So anyways, back to the micro grinder. And when you get this, you probably want to go ahead and get yourself some tips for them, because they don't come with any tips. Basically, what you see, the picture on the box, is what you get. You will get you'll get this, which has no oil in it. You'll get this little wrench here. You'll get this. I'm assuming that's the inline oil filter. And then you get the inlet, and that's about all you get. There's nothing else. So I had the opportunity to read the manual, and again, it's somewhat useful, somewhat not useful. So anyways, if you're wondering why I'm getting this, it's kind of a little bit more for fun, as well as for some things I'm going to do. I do plan on doing some metal work, and having a small little grinder that can get into tight places could help, or maybe not. But my main reason, and this is why I got this tip here. That's why I got this tip here. Is because I'm gonna, I got all these little pieces of scrap wood, and for example, like this. I do have a fire pit. If any of you seen my cooking series, I'll put a link to a playlist of all the cooking series that I've done. But I could throw this into the fire pit or into the fireplace I have in my backyard, and use it as fuel. But I was thinking, I'd like to do some more things with the smaller pieces, and I like to get a vise eventually to do this. But I'm thinking about taking a piece like this and making some kind of a figure, a small figure, or whatever I want to do. I'm no expert at this, but I figure with enough time you can get very good at it. So that's kind of what I was immediately thinking. But other things that I could use is, I get a lot of scrap metal because of the metal detector. I have a welder. Again, I can make little miniature figures, or I can weld something together. I got the mini adjustable mini detail spray gun. If you haven't seen that, I'll put a link up on there. So that's kind of what I was thinking to do that. I'm sure there's other uses which will come in handy, but right now that's kind of what I envisioned it for. That's why I got this particular excuse me. That's why I got this particular set of rotary tips here, and of course it's all, it says here, 1/8 inch thick, or 1/8 inch shank. See if that's about as good as it's gonna get. 1/8 inch shank. Supposedly diamond tipped. We'll see how diamond tipped they are. So I'm gonna go ahead and just test this out. Open this with this, and see how well it works or how well it doesn't work. Let's just shave something like this. Or, you know, what the hell? I got a lot of pieces of those. And if you notice my new little table here, looks kind of nice, doesn't it? I think so. See, I got my lights all pointed there for you. Maybe a little too bright. I'll probably need something overhead to work on, which I do have something. I got this. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see that. So I got this. I think I can wire it, and I'll have more fluorescent lights, just like I did with this. You can see that, right? So that's all, you know, discarded material that I just put in the garage, hooked up. And so to give myself some illumination at night here, so I can do these little videos. So anyways, let's get back to this. Oh yeah, the table. Of course, I usually this is kind of where I stored my table saw and my stand, but I got a little extra table right here. So yeah, I guess we can work either or. Doesn't matter. As you know, I've been working a lot with this table. My table saw being a table. Just put a little piece of, you know, plywood, and it's not that, you know, it's a table, but it's good temporarily, but nothing permanent like this. So I saw, if you've seen my garage series, you'll see that, and I'll put a link up there for you if you're all interested in that. But you see, I added a little hand truck here, move things along here and there. That came in really handy. So you see all my tools up here. I get to put them here instead of just spread out all over the place like I had them. So now I can start really moving some of the plywood around here. But things are coming along great. Got to build some shelves here, but all right, that's enough of that. Let's get back to this. This is why you're here, right? So, all right, let's get into it. It requires a 2 CFM at 90 psi, which most of you can. If you have an air compressor, you probably have something that can do that. So I'm just a little worried about this. It's intermediate use, so 7 to 29 gallons. But who knows? Give it a try. That's what we're going to find out. If we can use a 21 gallon with this. We'll check the back side here. There we go. So the collet is 1/8 air inlet, 1/4 inch NTP and PT, 2 CFM at 90. So there you go. So we'll go check it out. Okay. Let's see here. So this is my first time using this. So as you see it, this is the way I'm gonna see it. It's all first person view. Okay. So I think it has a little box. It's snug up in there. Really snug in there. There we go. Okay. Let's put that right there for you all to, it's a little background. There we go. We'll refer to that. And then, let me see here. handle here. And it's a little display so you can see it. And then our Manuel, good old Manuel. So we'll put him here. Now that I got a place to put all this, we could put it all in one place. Of course, I got my air hose here. And I don't know when you're watching this, but I believe there's a coupon for a 50-foot rubber air hose for 10 bucks. I bought this somewhere else. This was a 50-foot PVC. Got it for 13 bucks, but you know, at Harbor Freight they're running something, a coupon for $10. So this is April 2013. So if it's still available, I would say go get it. Most of you guys who are watching usually from the forums anyway, so you should know about it. Okay, so here it is. Of course, we'll do it with the flashlight. So there we go. So let's see here. Come on, focus, buddy. There we go. So there's our handle, and there's the inlet here, which is male, so we need a female, which, hey, what do you know, look at that, comes with it. And then there's the inline oiler, and the thing about the oiler is there's that screw right there, which I think is this thing right here, is you have to unscrew it and then probably put oil in there, from what I can tell from this thing. Otherwise I wouldn't know what this is for. So I'm assuming we're going to be plugging this like this, and then from here this is going to be plugged in to here, and it will hopefully oil it. So we're gonna, and there's no oil in here, of course, no oil, just no oil. Okay, so I think we can, a little creative. It's the cone is inside, so you have to take it out, put it the other way, but I think maybe we can, you know, squeeze and suck up oil from somewhere else and then squeeze it into here, you know, and then it oils itself somehow. And then the oh, look at that, two little clouds. I feel like a little ninja. It's like, where? Hey, yeah. But no, not really. So there you go, 2 wrenches for the I'm assuming for the collet, and then something else, or maybe I just got 2. Who knows? So this is my hand, or here, I got a flashlight, and then so that gives you an idea. If you're watching this, you know how big these flashlights are, so it gives you an idea of the size of this thing. Okay, my hand, and I hope that helps. It really does. I really do hope that helped. I hope the videos I make help you guys out. You know, not that it matters to me whether it does or doesn't, but it's kind of nice to know that it does. Doesn't matter because I'll still make them. So, anyways, and then here's the rotary. So that's the rotary tips, and you got all these different sizes here and different tips. So I'm just gonna see how they do and have some fun with them. I could have gotten different things, you know. I could have gotten the sander, I could have gotten the regular grinder, but you know, I think I'm gonna be carving out little pieces of miniature figures, you know. So if you see, there's the tips, and then maybe small little miniature figures with this, and that's kind of what I had in mind. But who knows? You know, you can do a lot of things. There's little sanders that come with this. There's grinding wheels that come with this. So a lot of things you can do. A lot of things I can do. You know, you don't have to do these. I got the tool, so it's gonna be me doing this. So, all right. So we examined it. Probably need to get some oil, which I can do. That's just fine. It doesn't say anything about how much oil to put this in, so we'll see how this works. And I'm looking at it and I'm wondering how. And there's a little hole in there, but oh well. I'll just go ahead and just put oil in it. I guess it wouldn't hurt. So all right, you know where you're all going into the holster. Yeah, you know, if I move around and all this stuff, it's a little warm today, so I'm not wearing my hoodie. But okay, well, hopefully you can see. I may have to hunch over a little bit more because I'm not wearing the hoodie, where I can just move it around a little bit more. But hopefully you'll be able to see all this stuff. So let's first work on this. We're gonna need some Teflon tape. I know that much. So let's go find some Teflon tape, shall we? Okay, where are we gonna find Teflon tape? Last time I saw it in here somewhere. Okay, there it is. Alright, so we got Teflon tape. So let's put some Teflon tape on here. And if you notice, my gloves are not that clean anymore. They're really dirty. And that's how quick they don't last. They're not very clean very long. So let me see here. This one. Let me see how we're gonna do this. It's gonna be rolling this way, so we want the threads to go around that way. Okay, I always gotta check. So hopefully you're all able to see this. Okay. Of course, we're going to need something to hold it down, I'm sure, like this. And hopefully you're all seeing this here. Let me make sure. Make sure you're all seeing it. Okay. Oh, yeah, you should be able to see this. Good. So let's just turn this baby. Oh. I think I just loosened it. Okay, so it looks like I need something to hold this down too. Which, thank goodness I bought this. You know, I might as well mention this too. This is the 22-piece. Let's see here. The 22-piece combination wrench set, polished, both SAE and metric. And I read a lot of reviews on this, and this comes with 15, and a metric 15, which seems to be the size that a lot of the other Pittsburgh wrenches are missing. So the fact that you get SAE and metric, and on the metric side you get 15. That seems to be a pretty good buy in my opinion, and I guess all the other guys who did that reviews on it, I mean, can't be too wrong. So not too big. Okay, perfect. So there we go. And I'm just trying to, just get it tight so it doesn't leak out any air. That's all it is. Okay. I guess that's good. It's gonna have to be good. So that's all I'm willing to do right now. Well, maybe a little bit more. Just a little bit more than. I wish I had a vise. I was thinking about getting one today, but I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off for my gift card, if y'all know about that. And I put a link onto that gift card thing. Sorry y'all missed out on it if you are watching it late, but when that's probably why you want to subscribe or very frequently view my channel or come back to get updates. I'll just kind of tell you about it if you don't already know. There was a glitch in the Harbor Freight website where you can use the different discounts that normally wouldn't apply. Like, you can't use a 25% discount, 20% discount, 10% discount on air compressor, welder, or a storage tool. Well, or a gift card. What happened was there was a glitch where you could use it, and some of the people in the forums that I'm on, the smart ones, jumped on it real quick and purchased a $500 gift card. I did. I did some undercover work, kinda, where I went into the stores to see if it would work. It wouldn't work. It would only work on the website. So some clever people said, "Hey, let's use the gift cards. Let's buy a gift card, buy a $500 gift card for $375, and then go in the store, then use the discount or other coupons to lower the price, and then use the gift card. You're getting, you're paying 75 cents to the dollar, right? So if someone was going to give you $1 if you gave them 75 cents, wouldn't you do it? I would, and I did. So anyway, there's smart people took advantage of it. By the time people really caught on and realized that that they could do that, it was too late. The bug was fixed. So anyways, and they're all joking about it, how it would get canceled and all this stuff. But I have a episode series on it. I'll share it with all you. I'll put a link up there where you can see all that as it just literally unfolded and how it happened, and wow. Anyways, I'll wait for that gift card to come by, and I guess I'll keep an update on that as well. Let me see here if y'all can see this. I need to frequently check. Okay, good. You're all able to see this. A little windy out here today. I think it's going to be raining tomorrow, but it's springtime here out in Houston, and I have to tell you, I can feel it. I'm sweating like a pig here, and humidity levels going up. So I'm gonna have to change my outfit where what I'm wearing. I was wearing a lot of hoodies, and because it was a nice cozy 60 degrees, you know. And now it's all 80 and very humid. So I'm gonna need that wrench again. Let's see if I can figure out what this is. Yeah, a little bit bigger. Man, this wrench was a really great buy, I'm telling you. The 22 piece wrench, combination wrench, polished. Price was phenomenal. Great reviews on it. Complete set. Most sizes that you're going to be needing, I guess. And man, it's made a difference in how I assemble my tools. It really has. There we go. So again, if you want to see what this is, it's item number 69314, 22 piece combination wrench set, both SAE and metric. So it's, I haven't even used the SAE. I use mostly the metric because most of the tools are from Harbor Freight or, you know, from China, which, you know, the rest of the world's on the metric system. So okay, so we got that on there, and all right. Supposedly, I'm not sure how it starts. I think this there we go. So the way you adjust it and turn it on is you turn this dial here, and so I'm hoping you're all able to see that. Okay. So you turn this dial right here. This one's long here. This one's long pubic here. Okay, so there we go. So I'm just going to plug it in and just, of course you need some oil, but I already got a tube with oil in it. I'll just put a couple drops in at the end. It says if you don't have an inline oiler, put a couple drops in it, but you know what? That might affect it. So anyways, the compressor I have here, let's see if I can show you the compressor I have here has a filter. That's also a water filter as well, moisture filter. So you know, that does help. And it's at 40 psi. I guess it needs to be at 90, which should adjust. So let's just put some oil at the end. I'm just going to test it out. A couple drops. A couple drops here. And it's already going. Maybe I have it open. There we go. Shut it off. I already hear some, I don't know if it's leaking or if I just turned it the wrong way. You hear that leak? There's a little leak there, but I don't know if that's normal. Well, it works, but I'm a little concerned about this leak here. Looks like it's coming at the bottom, which I did feel it twist a little bit on me. Maybe it's supposed to do that, but at 40 psi, so I'm a little concerned for it. So this is pretty much a counter problem you may encounter. Apparently you can loosen this thing. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just destroying this thing as we speak. Seems like I'm loosening it. Yeah. Okay. That's to loosen it. Let's tighten it now. There we go. Okay, there we go. Sorry for missing all the action there. In the process of tightening this thing here. Let's see if that helps. Okay, well, let's see if that works. See if that closes that seal off. I think the gasket was kind of loose. Might have loosened it. Nope. There it goes. I don't know if it does that on purpose or... Sorry if you're missing all this, but I just don't like the way that sounds. It's getting a little bit quieter. Guess I didn't have it on tight enough. Got to be on really tight because let me see, there's a small little hissing, but I think I can live with it better than what it was before. It was really bad. Okay, so let's back to this. Let's see how it goes. Let me see if you're recording yet. You're still recording. Okay, so all we're at is just 40. We need to be at 90. So, sorry if it's too dark. Yeah, okay, there we go. It may get a little noisy, so I'm going to put my earmuffs on, which... well, it's always good to have earmuffs. And that's why I always you always get these. Like I get all the glasses, safety glasses. I always get a earmuffs. They always come in handy. You always put them somewhere, you don't know where to put them. I just grab for a new one. Never hurts to have more. There you go. Okay. All right. Ready to rock and roll. Okay, so dry run. Dry run looks really good. Now I just got to figure out how to install this thing. So let's just unplug that for now, and so I don't kill myself. So there it is. So now we got to open this package, which, darn it, look at that. Well, let's just use the scissors. There you go. Nice, beautiful scissors. You know where I got these. You know, if you see me use this, you always see me using this as well. You know, and you probably also see me use this. Man. And I got a lot of these, and I plan on getting 1,000,000 of them. So I guess I don't have to be nice because I really want to be keeping these. So let's just cut them. Since they come in a little case, I don't think these come with any directions of any kind that I can see. Pretty good scissors. Excellent. Look at that. Now you just get it to it. So a little cute case comes with. Okay. So let me just take you out just a little bit so you can see this. Hopefully you can see that. So 5 cylindrical, 2 ball nose, 4 cone square nose, 4 cone pointed end, 3 ball, 1 tree, 1 flared. So there's, I guess, 20. Okay. Anyways, that was fun. So back we go. Okay, so let's see where we are. I can't see the screen at all. Just gonna have to trust me on this. Let's see, how do you open this thing? Just comes right off. Okay. Excellent. Look at that. A little foam. Looks like foam. They're a little loose from moving, but you can put that in there and it fits in really snug. Okay. So let's see here. What do we got? Okay, so it says here we got 5 cylindrical. So 1, 2. Okay, so let me take you out for this because I think you're probably going to want to see this. So there's a come on, focus. There we go. There's these little grooves right there. You see that? And you see how that's kind of fit in that way? Well, that's where one of the wrenches go. And let me see if I can do this. So you let me see here, where are the grooves? There we go. So they turn, and you can kind of see a little flat part. I don't know if you can see that or not. There you go. You kind of see that. See the reflection. So you have to line it up till they come like that, because if you don't, they're just round and then flat. Or this is flat. And then that's where you stick in one of the wrenches. So you stick in one right here on the bottom, and then the top, you can see that little flat piece right there. There you go, see? And that's where you stick the other one in. You're able to adjust the collet that way. See the collet? There you go. You're able to see the collet that way. And there, that's how it works. So hopefully that is explainable enough for you to see that. And then that should open up the collet, and then we'll be able to stick the shaft in there. So just wanted to show you that real quick before I continue. Okay, so if you're wondering what I was doing, that's what I was doing. Okay, so I got one in there, and I should be able to fit the other one in here as well now. There we go. I guess I'm loosening it. I should be able to put this in here. There we go. This is about far as it goes. And then tighten it. I guess I turn this way. Yep. What's nice is because the wrench is already in here like that, you just have to turn. You don't have to really hold on to that. Or if you want to, depends. Gives you a little bit more leverage, but you don't have to worry about it jiggling around. Okay, just hand tight should be good enough, and then all right. So now let's plug it in, see what happens. Oop. Probably want to turn it off. There we go. Oops. I guess it was on. There we go. I guess it was off. I just had it slightly on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I feel like a dentist, man. I could probably, if anybody have any cavities they want they want me to do for them, I'll be more than happy now. I feel like a dentist. Wow. I totally feel like a dentist now. It's good to know. Now I can work on my own teeth. Alright, so guess this is the part we're all dying to see here. And so I'm sure you'll be able to see that here. Let's see if you are seeing that. It's hard for me to see because it's not my usual jacket here. Okay, I think you're able to see that. So, nice flexible cord to move around, which is good. So, wish me luck. Here I go. I'm going to try and kind of like at this setting. Okay. Let's try a higher setting. Alright, there you go. There you saw it. See a lot of the oil that I put in there looks like it's coming out through. Looks like it'll need a lot of oil, that's for sure. Very flexible so you can get around and just get in and do things here, which is nice. Um, here's some of what I did. Of course, it'd be nice if I had a vise. I'm just using it just to see if it works and test it out. But there's some of it right there. Looks like it's been gouged, but sure if you want to use it on more different tips here. So yeah, there you go. It can be used, and um, so I haven't really used it for anything yet. I just opened out of the box, just the way you see it, brand new, and of course use these tips here. And again, looks like I can use this for grinding, very small, very minute, against masonry. It says you can do grind all surfaces: wood, glass, plastic, metal, marble, masonry, stone, concrete, and fiberglass. So well, I'll see what I can do. Maybe etch my name, or it could be an etcher, or I haven't quite figured out what all it does, but I am glad I got it. And of course, for the price, it's not that bad. There's other sanders, like micro sanders, I can get here. Um, so you heard it, you see it. Sounds like I'm at the dentist a lot. Of course, that air compressor is kind of something. Here, it's just going off like crazy. And that's a 21 gallon. It does per directions, 90 at 90 psi. So if you're gonna use this, you either have a pretty decent size capacity, or you're gonna let the motor just run all the time. So it's one or the other. But like I said, eventually with this compressor here, I do plan on getting 2 of these to increase my capacity. So as soon as I get that done, maybe double the noise, double the trouble, but maybe not. You can also get a portable air tank to increase your capacity as well. So for something like this that requires a low CFM, that's also possible. Get another 11-gallon tank, which you know where to get. Have it fill up, along with the 21. All of a sudden, you got a 32-gallon tank. So it can probably go a little bit longer before it needs to run that motor. So there's that possibility as well. So a lot of things here. Anyways, and I think I still hear the air hissing through here. Not sure if that's normal or not, but okay. Oh well. Um, yeah, I hear the air hissing. Can you hear that? That's better than what it was before, but anyways, maybe I got it the wrong way. Um, although I think that's probably the way you want it to go, but maybe it's the wrong way again. But I hear it coming from here, the bottom part. Maybe I didn't put enough Teflon. I just have to put more Teflon on it. That could be it. I noticed when I tightened it, it got a little bit quieter. So, anyways, so review. It's up to almost 1 hour, so I'll just go ahead and do the review now. I think it's excellent for the price. If you're interested in this and you're thinking about it, and you want to do a little engraving, um, make little figures, um, do some micro grinding. It is what it's designed to do. Of course, I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do. I got a lot of these pieces, a lot of scrap pieces that I think I can do something with, other than just burn it, toss it, you know. Um, so I like to see what I can do with this, something small like this, and you know, I'll let you know. Again, I got the little mini detail gun, so you know, a lot of things you could do here, a lot of potential. I would say because it's, you know, it's not a grinder. It's small. The only part is the tips. The tips did are probably more money than the grinder themselves. So that's the only thing. But the air grinder itself is really inexpensive. It's the tips and the sanding disc and whatever, the drums and whatever else you can get for it. That's probably going to cost you the money. But again, you know where to get this. It's really inexpensive. So it shouldn't be a big deal for you guys. So if anyone who's getting into this kind of work, or thinking about getting into this kind of hobby, I would say go ahead, give it a try. If you have, you know, the inclination, the time, and the willingness to do this, it's probably the right thing for you. And so I got my little, I love my table now. Look at that. All I need is a chair, because I'm so tired of standing up now. I used to be on the ground. At least I was able to kneel down, but now I'm standing up all the time. I feel like gosh, I feel like a Harbor Freight cashier. So, anyways, um, excellent rating is what I give it. Um, haven't had too many problems. Just had a little bit of problem of this, but it could be, then it could be me. Um, maybe I just didn't put enough Teflon. I mean, you did see me. I just rolled it a couple times. Maybe needs a little bit more Teflon. Like up on the top part, I got a lot more. Down here, not so much. I mean, you could still, I could see, I could see a little bit of threads showing through the Teflon. So maybe that's something on me. You know, I'm a little bit lazy here, but it's not a big deal. It's not like it's a, you know, it's a disaster. Um, so it's still a good, excellent rating, a good, excellent buy. I guess I got to fill the oil. Of course, this kind of looks the same. Fill it with oil, and you'll be ready to go. I already put a couple drops. Or it says if you don't want to use inline filter, just put a couple drops every couple hours. So either or. Be careful when you do turn it on. I mean, it does say off. Let's see here. It does say off and on, but hopefully you'll remember that you probably want to twist it all the way to the off position before, and then plug it in, or just be, you know, aware that it could spin on you when you plug it into the air. That's the only thing you got to watch out for. But other than that, I mean, I like it. It works. It's probably not going to be the major tool I use around here, but man, when I need something like that, I got it. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Appreciate you all tuning in here and taking the time, and subscribe, comment, make any requests if you feel necessary to do so, or you like to see something else. Also, click on a few ads here, or watch the full ad and just take a little pee break and then come back. Appreciate it, and tune in to the next episode coming up. Bye now. I want to do, you know, I'm no expert at this, but I figure with enough time you can get very good at it. So that's kind of what I was immediately thinking. But other things that I could use is, you know, I get a lot of scrap metal because of the metal detector. I have a welder. Again, I can make little miniature figures, or I can weld something together. I got the mini adjustable mini detail spray gun. If you haven't seen that, I'll put a link up on there. So that's kind of what I was thinking to do that. I'm sure there's other uses which will come in handy, But right now, that's kind of what I envisioned it for. That's why I got this particular, excuse me. That's why I got this particular set of rotary tips here. And of course, it's all, it says here, 1/8 inch thick, or 1/8 inch shank. See if it, that's about as good as it's gonna get. 1/8 inch shank. Supposedly diamond tipped. We'll see how diamond tipped they are. So I'm gonna go ahead and just test this out. Open this with this, and see how well it works on, as well as for some things I'm gonna do. I do plan on doing some metal work, and having a small little grinder that can get into tight places could help, or maybe not. But my main reason, and this is why I got this tip here. That's why I got this tip here, is because I'm gonna, I got all these little pieces of scrap wood, and for example, like this. I do have a fire pit. If any of you seen my cooking series, I'll put a link to the a playlist of all the cooking series that I've done. But I could throw this into the fire pit or into the fireplace I have in my backyard, and use it as fuel. But I was thinking, I'd like to do some more things with the smaller pieces, and I like to get a vise eventually for to do this. But I'm thinking about taking a piece like this and making some kind of a figure, a small figure, or whatever. Hello everyone, and welcome back. Thanks for tuning in here, and appreciate it. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. I appreciate you watching again. For anyone that's new, my style of video is basically all unedited, uncut, raw footage. So they're typically very long. If you get bored with this, you can just skip through. I don't know how many episodes this series is going to be, but this is and I've had this for a while. I've been waiting to use it. This is the, excuse me. This is the 1/8 inch air micro die grinder. And so it says here intermediate use. I only have a 21 gallon, as you all can see here. Bring my handy dandy flashlight there, so as you can see, it's only a 21 gallon here. So just trying to illuminate it for a little bit. And so I got my handy dandy flashlight here. Of course, brought to you by, guess who? Yep, that's who. So if you know anything about these flashlights, you realize that I'm gonna get 1 million of these, and that's my goal. And because they're free. So anyways, anyway, back to the micro grinder. And when you get this, you probably want to go ahead and get yourself some tips for them, because they don't come with any tips. Basically, what you see, the picture on the box, is what you get. You will get you'll get this, which has no oil in it. You'll get this little wrench here. You'll get this. I'm assuming that's the inline oil filter, and then you'll get the inlet. And that's about all you get. There's nothing else. So I had the opportunity to read the manual and again, it's somewhat useful, somewhat not useful. Um, so, anyways, if you're wondering why I'm getting this, it's kind of a little bit more for how well it doesn't work. Let's just shave something like this, or what the hell? I got a lot of pieces of those, and if you notice my new little table here, it looks kind of nice, doesn't it? I think so. See, I got my lights all pointed there for you. Maybe a little too bright. I'll probably need something overhead to work on, which I do have something. I got this. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see that. So I got this. I think I can wire it, and I'll have more fluorescent lights, just like I did with this. You can see that, right? So that's all, discarded material that I just put in the garage, hooked up. And so to give myself some illumination at night here, so I can do these little videos. So anyways, let's get back to this. Oh yeah, the table. Of course, this is kind of where I stored my table saw and my stand, but I got a little extra table right here. So yeah, I guess we can work either or. Doesn't matter. As you know, I've been working a lot with this table. My table saw being a table. Just put a little piece of plywood